Oh, yeah, free.
I think I really liked that when I was a kid, and then my taste buds grew up. You know,
I'm sorry that once again you have proven to me that you are anti-fun.
Dude, all I'm saying.
This is like the 5th decision today. Well, we do have somebody who likes to work very hard here. We got Senn coming up here with the Sheik. Obviously, Sheik is not that character by any means. The memes of needs more damage are dead and gone. I don't care. She works hard,
yeah,
but she's so good at characters like this because Snake has such a poor disadvantage at certain times that she can overwhelm him in those spots.
But on that same coin, Apollokage Snake can survive for a very long time, especially with the heavy weight from that. She can struggle to get those kills if you can't find that way to bleed into a bouncing fish, for instance, or like an up smash tipper. And with that option on the table, you know, I feel like Snake plays really well when his back's against the wall, and as long as you share the same amount of stocks.
Yeah, I think so. I think the biggest thing that Apollokage is so good at it is, I mean, every Snake is going to do the same thing, right? But you're going to play that trade game. That's a good option to beat out an air dodge or an option that you have to take with Cypher. So
the reason he went for that is because he did a very low recovery Cypher. Very unlike Apollokage, by the way. Snake committing to the up B when he's that low on the stage is a very unsafe option because you are completely exposed coming back to the stage.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's so impressive about Apollokage, like in general, and not to continue to talk about Apollokage, but like his mental fortitude's insane. So even after an early KO like that, where you get tripped up, you get caught up, he rebounds so quickly that you don't really have time to build a lead.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Senn over here keeping his cool, racking up the damage bit by bit. A pretty even game right now. But what's actually happening currently is Apollokage is going for a lot of trades with these grenades and explosions A-bound. Has a C4 on the right side of the stage. Because it's on PS2, as long as you're like the camera's kind of higher in the air, it's pretty obvious to see that C4 on the platform. But when you're like this and you can't see the top of the platform, that's when it's like very like disguising.
Hey, Senn's got some good route control. I'm not going to front. Like, this has been pretty impressive from what I've seen so far on the pressure that's been happening to Apollokage. And run up F tilt, that will be enough into the up air.
That killed?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that wasn't even poor DI. Like, that was just straight up a kill. So
I guess he was high enough in the air. 127. I mean, even Snake.
Hey, you know, again, Senn is impressing me. Somebody let me know where they're from. I'm assuming. I'm not gonna.
So like with this matchup, right? Sheik, his entire game plan is to go for like the aggression play. You don't want to give Snake time to set up shop, so he's got to get in there and be the aggressor, while Apollokage is more of the defender type. But this whole time, he's doing a fantastic job of like avoiding all of these setups until that roll-in came out, exposed the roll with the up tilt, and is going to take away that second stock from him.
It seems like maybe North Carolina, or one of the Carolinas potentially, but I think like here's the problem. Snake on last stock is so frightening. Like even with this 95, it's now getting more frightening now. But actually, never mind. Bouncing fish kills you. So
he's out.
Oh, you're dead.
He's actually dead.
That was okay. I don't know what route he decided to take. Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wait a minute.
Pulling out the Looney Tunes yell right now as we're trying to get this final kill. 129 damage here on Apollokage. Trying to keep his cool, keep Senn at bay. Senn doing a fantastic job of applying this pressure. Just goes for the raw bouncing fish. Pushes him off stage. Going to force Apollokage to go for that high recovery before coming back down to the ground. Trades that forward tilt and now finds himself in a bad spot. That's so bad. He's at a resources advantage to go for the ledge regrab to regain his double jump.
Yeah, he decided to back off and not try to push ledge. Instead, build damage. You're dead. You're just dead. Apollokage brings that back. Okay, for one, putting respect on Senn's name. This dude is legit. Like, that was actually really good. Two, I did get confirmation it's North Carolina, so shout out to North Carolina. I know they actually have a pretty solid scene over there, and apparently they have been hiding this gem because, holy crap, this is a really good Sheik. But Apollokage, last stock, we said it before, Snake on last stock, Austin, absolute nightmare fuel because even when you get him to kill percent, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He's still going to trade the explosions because that's what he wants to do, as well as just, play it safe. As long as Apollokage was chilling to the top of the stage, right? Like going for high recoveries. Like he's in a pretty good spot. And obviously, like we talked about this before in the past, is Apollokage, really good mentality. Being able to keep his cool even though he's at like a little bit of a deficit there. Was on the verge of potentially losing his stock, especially after that raw bouncing fish connected.
Also, apparently I should have not said the word hiding. I'm cheap. I should have known him beforehand. My fault, champs. Well, it's all good. I mean, honestly, I am glad I get to see him now because this has been super impressive. And again, Apollokage is one of the biggest threats to not only win any of it, but win this one specifically with the amount of people we have out here. And Senn was keeping with him right the whole time. That said, Nair is so much damage. You're forced to have to recover low. The amount of option coverage that was there, the panic of that mortar coming at you because of up smash, you don't want to air that to the ledge. You try to go high, you get covered by the C4. If you go in too early, you go towards the platform. He's already there to hit you with the up tilt. That was perfectly executed.
At that point, I just alt F4 because I don't want to deal with that anymore. Like, I'm just like, please get me out of this situation, this corner. I am begging. But now Apollokage leveling up and actually starting to like recognize, these habits or the matchup. Regardless, he is definitely playing with way more fire now after that first game won.
Yep, that is. I mean, that's the thing with AK in general. Mr. Scooper Duper himself. Oh, you really tried to do that to him, man. That I don't know if he held out, he might have died to that C4 if he jumped up towards it.
It could have. It was a very real possibility. But again, that's going to be the second stock from Senn. Apollokage playing pretty much on fire currently. Still chilling with all 3 stocks. Still sub triple digits, but not for long. This grenade might just do it to him for himself. Nair off stage. He wanted that double jump so badly.
He's hunting for it too. He's up 2 full stocks. He can afford to keep going for these up airs.
Playing against a Snake with this big of a lead is literally the biggest nightmare scenario you can think of. Like, how do you even get back? Apollokage at this point could just keep holding onto that grenade like he's doing and let the opponent hit him and then just take the trade every single time.
Yeah, what a complete shift in tempo entirely from that first game. I mean, one of the things that Senn did so well is that he was not only reading his defensive options, but he was finding the gaps in when Apollokage wanted to set up. I feel like AK just decided, all right, what if I just box with you more this time around? And it's worked so well. He's sitting at 101, up tilt gets rid of him. Sheik can steal some stocks away, but that's not going to happen this game.
I mean, he still has stock with the sick little drag down up tilt and a down smash, but just wasn't enough because, again, Snake with a 2-stock lead, I don't think I've ever seen a competent Snake lose at that position.
It's very tough.
It's so difficult.
There are very, very, very rare instances where a Snake throws that type of lead. Luckily for Senn, that was only 2 of the games. It is best of 5, so there is an opportunity to still make an adaptation and make some adjustments to try and get it.
Hard hill to climb.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you can somehow replicate that success from Game 3, I got a lot of faith in you bringing this to that Game 4. But the change we're going to see, we're going to shorten that distance a little bit. We're going to go to small battlefield.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I agree with this decision, right? Because it's very similar to PS2. And Sheik likes those platforms, allows for some really cool route conversions, as well as like resetting your double jump on that ledge. And on top of that, it's going to be good for Snake too. Yep. So Apollokage, that's why he doesn't ban this stage, because it allows him to plant that C4 on the platforms, play around it. He can camp underneath the platforms on top of that if he decides to play a little bit more defensive style. There's a lot of options for both characters here.
Yeah, that's what you'll tend to see. Like most people, they will stick with that PS2 because they don't want to give him less room to work with. But you have you cut off a lot of stage routes because of that. I like the high recovery attempt at that bouncing fish, but smartly AK went just a little bit higher.
So can you imagine losing your stock before the song even starts? It was like in the prelude.
I would say it could have been me, but yeah. Oh, you are so brave.
I cannot believe he's built different. Me, I would have jumped over because I'm scared.
Yeah, no,
he challenged that, and I applaud him.
That is, you know what? Kudos to you, no matter how this set goes for doing that. But the set is not looking too hot. Yep, frame 1 grenade going to get you out of that up air. He's not letting him get the KOs off the top anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Snake's MO, right? Oh, you think you have me an advantage? Nah, you better make sure your combos are airtight, because I'm going to just get you. That's another up tilt on top of that. Things are looking insanely bleak for Senn. Might be a quick 3-0 and a handshake after this one.
He's also very lucky he didn't try to challenge AK where he did, because that C4 into jump-offs, like the jump-off setup, leads to like 60 plus by itself. But at least at 186, he finally exits. Sheik has done many a times steals from low percent windows.
Yes.
You need one of those now if you got it.
This is within the realm of possibility purely because Senn is at relatively low damage still. It's when you start reaching the triple digits where this becomes unwinnable, and it's slowly starting to climb. Apollokage just putting out all sorts of explosives all over the place, whether it's a grenade, C4, a mine, anything you want. Your heart's desire. You're already reaching triple digits. This is looking like a wrap.
Yeah, he didn't get to touch the ground either, so he's going to be forced to have to get back up. I do like the idea of covering with down smash there. He had so much covered in front of neutral get up, he figured he'd catch him, but that down air being so fast, it's hard to check on his way up. Trying to cover an air roll in with that forward air, but he had him stuck.
Yo.
That's over. AK said, look, you had your shot. You had your one chance. Let me go ahead and take that opportunity away from you because
Gonna.
Senn is going to take that trip down to the loser side of bracket. I don't think anybody's going to be happy to have to fight him, but AK games 2 and 3 did not look anything close to what we saw that first game.
There's something almost disrespectful about planting C4 on your opponent and then doing something like that.
It's
or
heavy.
like or having them hold a grenade or whatever you want. Like, just